Alright, so we're back with Trails of Cold Steel 3, a game I completely forgot I had started, and I don't want to watch the anime intro. Yeah, so I played this once obviously on March 10th of this year. It's been half a year at this point. Over half a year by a bit. And I recall saying that in the first part I would only play it one other time after it because, frankly, I am not in a mood still even to play this game. It's good. I like the first two Trails of Cold Steel. This one is not impressing me in any way so far. I don't know why. April 15th, Saturday. Barney's. I don't remember a whole lot about this game. I'm purely only playing this again to uphold the fact that I said I'd play it one other time. That is the only reason why this is back in my PS4. If there's one thing I do remember about this game is there's extensive amounts of cutscenes and dialogue. I think that's honestly what turned me off about this game, is just so much frickin' talking. It doesn't give me any chance to do anything. It's too plot heavy. What is this pointless cutscene situation going on here? It's just showing a bunch of people walking. I'm gonna try not to be too hard on this. I don't dislike the game necessarily, and just not, I don't care about it right now. I might later on in the future, but as of right now, it's funny because I haven't recorded anything in about a month now at this point. The last Ghost of Tsushima part that I put out 2 weeks ago was actually recorded back in July as well. I've been kind of sick, honestly, so I just haven't been up to doing anything. And I've had a bunch of tests and such, and it's not something regarding worldwide circumstances at all.
All set.
So I'm good on that. Actually, I haven't played Ghost of Tsushima since last time either. It's been almost a month since I played Ghost of Tsushima. Damn, I want to get back to that game. I've been filling up my time basically actually re-binging the PlayStation Vita. I've been playing a crap ton of games, and I've beaten a few of them on that. For some reason, I don't know, I haven't picked up the Vita since before the Switch came out. Once the Switch came out, I kind of did drop the Vita a bit. I played a few games here or there. What game? I played the Trails of Cold Steel games that came out after the Switch came out. But before that, I haven't played a whole lot.
We said we'd walk to school together, and she just up and leaves while I'm still asleep. Dad, Mom, Ken, and Nana.
I don't know who these people are, but okay.
Wish me luck. I'm gonna give it my all.
Go get them. The hell was that?
I won't lose to any of these Imperials.
I won't lose to any of these Imperials. Do you just do that when you look at your family portrait? Do you need a therapist or something? Are you okay? Did someone hurt you?
Strike! Not bad. I simply need more experience.
Okay.
Despite all the battles we went through yesterday, he was never short of breath.
Oh, this stuff. Yeah, I remember that dungeon now. That dungeon sucked. I understand it was a tutorial dungeon, but man, was it long.
It's impressive to be sure, but nothing compared to what Father Mueller and Uncle Zex can do. I suppose the Ashen Chevalier simply relies on the power of his Divine Knight.
Maybe. I'm aware that there's apparently a Trails of Cold Steel 4 coming out at some point.
Oh.
Which I'm very surprised about, because I was kind of under the assumption that this series was ending after this game. How much more can they pull out with Rain and the others? Like, geez. Most of these characters are, like, new, and I don't know who they are.
Good morning, Yuna. I take it you're headed out as well?
Yeah. Are you all done with your training? It's pretty impressive how you do all that every single day.
Well, it's something I've been doing from a very young age, so it's just part of my morning routine.
I'm sorry, okay? I'm sorry about before.
Lady, no normal human just goes "Argh!" to somebody and then starts apologizing. What's wrong with you?
Huh?
Exactly.
You know, when I slapped you. I know it wasn't your fault, and...
Oh, when he fell on her boobs in the last part. I forgot about that as well.
I
I'm
shouldn't
remembering
have
this
thought so.
slowly as it
It was
progresses.
childish of me.
Ah, that. I'd like to apologize too, but have you been wanting to say that for the past 2 weeks? Considering how much you dislike Erebonians, it's very thoughtful of you.
I don't dislike the people here. Yeah, I've got my problems with the country, but this is between people. When I mess up, I make sure I apologize. Especially considering what I said about your swords. I mean, you practice every day, and...
Ah, right.
Okay. Yeah, the
they'll be
combat
way
stuff
more
was fine.
useful
I
than a
remember
couple
it being
of
very
weapons as old as the
basic
Great
JRPG
Collapse.
stuff.
Don't
Albeit
worry
it's the
about
same that the other two games have
Besides,
done
like
as
I
well.
said,
It's
my
just
training is
very...
just part of my morning routine.
not necessarily Tales rudimentary, but pretty rudimentary. It's basic stuff.
Out of curiosity, is everyone from Crossbell like you?
Huh? Like me how?
Oh, I don't mean to offend. Very straightforward and good-hearted. Probably the type to be easily tricked.
Hey! Wanna run that by me again?
Like I said, I don't mean to offend. I'm glad to have a classmate like you whom I can trust. Though I don't know if I can trust your skills just yet.
You're a real piece of work.
Okay.
Well, let's start over. Glad to be your classmate, Kurt.
Hello, you two. Good morning.
Oh, it's her.
Altina? I thought you left for school already.
I received a routine status call early this morning.
I
didn't want to
do
wake you, so I
remember
took it in the study room.
after I played it the first time, I was curious what the hell these characters' deals are. Because there's another one or two in the previous games that I didn't really look into, and I don't remember most of anything about the first two games, honestly, at this point. I played those back in 2015 and 16. And apparently these kinds of characters, there's like two others that look exactly like this, pretty much. And they're like weird chimera human things.
If I disturbed you as I was leaving, I apologize.
They're like artificial humans or something. So that is the explanation as to why she acts like this in her personality, apparently.
No, I was out like a light. But wait, what do you mean, routine status call?
Sorry, that is confidential.
Well, in any event, it's nearly time to head to class. We're all in the same class anyway, so why don't we walk together?
I do not mind, but I believe the correct term for my presence would be a third wheel. Judging by what I've seen, your relationship has progressed.
Our relationship? What? No, that's not what's going on.
I think I talked about this last time as well, but to me, in a setting like this, for an RPG, and I get it's supposed to do crap like this to be kind of ha-ha, lovey-dovey, teasy kind of stuff, or whatever, for the fans. It's all for the fans. It's a family game. This kind of interjecting this kind of stupid, like, relationship, sex joke kind of shit is always annoying to me in these kinds of games just because it seems very out of place. I know it's intentional. I know that's a part of these games. I don't care for it.
She certainly words things in a distinct way.
And it's not inherently, like, over the top or anything. It's just like, you guys like each other, huh? It's just like, okay, that came out of nowhere, bro. Why'd you... Okay. We're trying to learn military crap and fight, and... Like, you can have it, but there are more smooth ways. There are smoother ways of incorporating it into a story. When you do
Place
something
is
like
such a
that,
nice
it just
place.
kind of comes off as
I can't get
brash.
enough of this homey atmosphere.
It's just rough writing.
It's so peaceful and laid back. And it's got some great shops.
Agreed. It's a good halfway point between rural and urban.
No, this is pretty damn urban, dude. I'm looking at all the architecture and where the plants are. This is pretty damn urban.
We're just the right distance away from Heimdall.
I talked so long that they stopped.
The previous owners of this land were a noble family. After they lost ownership of it, the government attempted to convert it into a resort. However, that plan fell through. It's said the half-finished buildings from that were used to create the campus.
Well, you sure do know a lot.
I suppose that explains why the branch campus is so large.
All that aside, I didn't think the Empire's military academies would be this tough.
Also, if there's any noise in the background, which I don't think there is because my microphone is extremely good at filtering anything out, there is construction going on with my neighbors across the road. So if there's like a big crash or something, something probably fell over there. All that aside, yeah.
I get combat training and practical exams, but math, history, even art? Isn't this workload way beyond what you'd have at a regular high school?
Well, here in Erebonia, the pen and the sword are both held in high regard. Especially at Thor's. It's a prestigious traditional school founded by our most notable emperor. That legacy won't change simply because this is a branch campus.
Alright, so I'm only going to be playing this, and I've already marked it down. I've planned it. I'm only going to be playing this for like 40 minutes-ish. And we're already almost 15 minutes in, and there's been no gameplay so far.
However, it seems the main camp
Ah,
I am very
Huh?
sorry, but I think
What?
I'm going to skip through the
Well, first of all-
dialogue.
homeroom is
Just
Oh, right.
because I'm
Well-
not going to be able to play anything at this rate. Because this game loves its dialogue.
Your-
good
Can I
morning.
skip the whole... I
Is there
can.
something we can help?
Nice. If you're watching this for the story or gameplay, you are in the very wrong place. I'm here just to play the game. If I ever want to play through this game and watch the story and such, this ain't the year for it. Chapter 1, Reunion. I forgot all the stuff I did last time was just the prologue. And that was like, what, 2 hours? 2.5 hours? Something like that? I just want to wrap up this stuff. Because I made a commitment to it. That's all I'm doing. Ah, jeez. Can I skip this as well? Okay, this could possibly go a little bit faster than I thought to get to the gameplay. Skip. Skip. How many cutscenes are in this game? Oh, this is the best song in the game. I only know that because I have the CD soundtrack that came with the game, and I have listened to it all. This is the best song in the game. I think it's called Walking Home... God, let me pull up iTunes. What is it called in the database? Trails of Cold Steel. Not Birthday's the Beginning, not Rodeo Sky Soldier. Where's Trails of Cold Steel? There you are. This song is called... It has an amazing name. Pancake on the way home from school. Pancake on the... or pancakes. The translation on the disc was pancake, so it's singular. Yeah, this is a great song. Frankly, this song reminds me of mid-2000s GameCube PS2 synth quality. It's kind of that modernistic... It's like that future modernistic, yet has a slight edge to it. Although the edge is missing from this. This is kind of just like your standard mid-2000s corporate music that you'd find in like Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness or something like that. The kind of... like the OBS... I think it... wait. Was the news station in Gale of Darkness called OBS? I think so. Or ONBS or something like that. Whatever. The news station in Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness has music very similar to this, where it's just kind of modernistic synth. A little corporate, but not too bad. Rain, that is a hell of a run cycle. Look at that jig. Look at him swing his arms like that. I don't know why, but that's an amazing run cycle. Look at him. He's briskly running to a subway or some shit. Jeez. This game is weird. It does look nice. It looks way better than the Vita games. Albeit, it still uses the same engine and everything. It's just the resolution's higher. Tour the branch campus. Okay. Who are you? Major Michael.
Phew. There we go.
Oh, Major Irving. Are those new packages?
Yes. Recreational equipment from Principal Le Guin's household has arrived. She thought they may help the students decide on their extracurricular activities.
She did all this just for the clubs. I'm impressed.
In addition to the recreational equipment, Principal Le Guin is personally footing the bill for a number of things. Though it's true that the Academy is heavily funded by Imperial government, those funds are limited to things that are deemed necessities. None of this club equipment she brought would be considered essential, but it is a golden Rakshasa we're talking about here. Nothing is going to stand in her way. Though there's no stopping her, I can at least control the funds to some extent.
I see. Major Irving of the RMP. He works for the government, but he's really business-minded. He's really different from Major Claire, even though they're colleagues. Alright, I have no idea why I gave him that voice. I'm not going to do that voice again. In the library, you can find many books that explain history of and concepts found in Zumeria. In addition, since new books are added to the recommended reading corner each chapter, check back every so often to see if a new book catches your eye. Some books will automatically be recorded in the Books tab in your notebook after you've read them once. This way, you can reread them at any time. Okay. Yo, we got some yaoi hentai over here. What are you guys doing with this shit? Get this out of the school library. Imperial Railways, a history. Sports beyond tradition. Get some art books over here. Panzer Soldat Almanac. Crossbell Province travel brochure. Yo, what's your deal? From history books to novels to children's storybooks. Wow, this library really has it all. Hey there, looking for something specific? Okay. Oh, sorry, Tatiana? Okay. I didn't mean to surprise you like that. Instructor Rain, no. I'm the one who should be sorry. Are you just scoping the place out? Guess you're somewhat of a bookworm, Yes, my father loved books. He's the reason I enjoy reading so much. I just don't limit myself to one genre either. I like to immerse myself in all sorts of worlds and fantasies. Though I'm not too good with the scary ones. I see. Well, I am the history instructor, you know. I'd like to think I'm pretty well versed as far as that goes, so let me know if I can help you out in any way. Of course. Thank you very much. She was looking for this yaoi hentai. Don't read it! Don't read it! It's almost time to call it a day. I trust things went smoothly for you today. Looks like you have a good grasp on the whole teaching thing. No, I wouldn't say that. Every day I'm reminded just of how much more I have left to learn. Either I read that weird or that is a badly written sentence. Let me reread that. Every day I'm reminded of just how much more I have left to learn. It's very wordy, but it's not badly written. It's just, yeah. That's not good to read aloud. Just like the students, I have to keep learning and improving myself all the time. Oh, so humble. You look like you want to say something, though. There's no need to hold back on my account. I'm still having trouble wrapping my head around it. The Golden Rush... How do you say that? Rakshasa. Rakshasa. Oh god, that's gonna be horrible with my accent. It's just gonna be S's everywhere. The Golden Rakshasa herself here. Do you find it just as amusing as I do? After everything I've done, here I am, in such a mundane place as this. To be honest, I've been feeling weaker ever since we lost the Civil War. Although I was somehow able to accomplish my role last autumn. The Northern War. PTSD flashbacks, fun. Our invasion of the autonomous state just north of the Empire, Northumbria. It was a war of retaliation against the Northern Jaegers who were based there. We were all called upon by the government. You were there too, if I recall. Yes, though Valimar and I were put on the front lines. Weren't put on the front lines. Honestly, I don't think we could even call what happened there a war. With you and the Brigadier General Wallace commanding the provincial armies, equipped with the most advanced Panzer Soldats available. The assault in conjunction with the tank unit was relentless, and Northumbria followed the same fate as Crossbell. That's not quite how I'd put it. It would be more accurate to say it was driven to the same fate by our dear Chancellor's design. There he is. In any event, that battle was a good turning point for me. The provincial army was falling apart after the Civil War, but thanks to the Northern War, we were able to salvage it. As the Countess of my family, I had planned to leave the army to Wallace, find myself a husband, and pop out some heirs. Excuse me, lady, I don't need to hear about your personal life and intentions, okay? We're trying to talk politics, war, and business. But then for some reason I was called to be principal here. Fate is an intriguing thing indeed. For some reason, huh? At any rate, tomorrow will be our school's first free day. Relax and stretch your legs a bit, but be sure to help our students with their club decisions. Right, understood. Oh, and as I said, those students who don't join a club tomorrow will be forced into the student council. If there ends up being too many, I'm putting you in charge of them all. I'll do my best to avoid that happening. Okay. I don't like her, she's weird. I don't know why, but seeing that little freeze frame there of Rean running into the doors. I like that. He's just running into the doors. Like, I'm picturing Kramer-esque stupid just barging into doors with rain.
What?
You telling me you're no interested in trains? It's not that I'm not interested, but... then there's no excuse. Let's start the train club. We'll experience all the pleasure that trains can bring. Just the two of us. It does not get any better than that. Well, I mean, that might be true for you, but... if I remember correctly, the two of them are in the military finance group.
Hello!
Oh, hello, Instructor Reen. Perfect timing. Back me up, will you? If you're a real man of the Empire, you should always pick trains. A real man of the Empire? Is that true? Pretty sure it's not a requirement, no. Okay. We have some kids with accents. Alright, all done here. What are you up to here, Tawa? Oh, I'm just doing a routine check on our school supplies. We don't have a clerk, so I just want to take care of it on the weekends. All by yourself? She's just as capable as ever. Sorry I didn't even realize. Let me help you out. Haha, it's fine. I'm already about halfway done. It seems like we've got all the supplies we could ask for, nowhere near enough manpower. True, we don't even have anyone in charge of the nurse's office. Between the upcoming Panzer Soldat training and the special lessons, we're definitely going to need someone on the call. I suppose we'll all have to take turns for the time being. I know a little bit of first aid, but... well, don't push yourself too much. And if there's anything I can help you with, just let me know, okay? Thanks, Reen. Oh, there is something I could use your help with, come to think of it. Here. Okay, some manuals and notebooks. Are these the student notebooks for class 7? Yeah, they were just finished today. Sorry it took so long. Could I get you to hand these out? Yeah, of course. Out of curiosity, why did Class 7's notebooks take so long? I thought Major Michael was supposed to be in charge of preparing these. Well, I asked him about that, and the upcoming special lessons seem to be different for each class. It is lunchtime, and I hear the alarm going off. So each class has a slightly different notebook based on its curriculum. Class 7's notebooks were pushed back because it was had the fewest students. I see. Well, I'll go hand these out. What are these special lessons all about? Sorry for adding to your workload. No, as their homeroom teacher, I'm the one who's supposed to pass these out. Actually, this takes me back to when we were students. You're right. This is kind of nostalgic. Well then, thanks for your help, Reen. Just leave it to me. The word stumbling begins because I grow tired as the amount of dialogue there is. Ooh. I hope they're still on campus. I guess I'll take a look around. Okay. We're at 30 minutes. I need some sort of combat. I don't want this just to be dialogue. For God's sakes. Game, please. I know you want to elaborate on so much of whatever lore, story, and other things you have to offer. But god damn it. I'm on a tight schedule, and I need to get this done. There has to be some combat. I guess I'm just looking for the students now. The camera in this game's a little weird as well. Like, I'm turning it straight across, and it's like dipping down and trying to get close to Reen. Like, the camera is centered on him, but I'm just turning, like, left and right, and it's trying to get close to him. I don't get it. Okay, like that. It's, like, curving into, like, the side down there, and that wasn't even... That was me, Oh, this is weird. Yeah, this camera is weird. Okay, let's go back down here. Yeah, it just loves trying to dip down or dip up on weird axes. I'm not sure if it's just overly sensitive or if it's wonky. You two are not who I'm looking for. I see, so the Panzers sold that hangar as part of the research building. Look at those giant battle robots. We got Gundams in here. I see Professor Schmidt and Vladimir at the far end. Valimar? I thought it was Vladimir. Valimar? Okay, Valimar. Then lined up against the wall are... Whoa, whoa, whoa! Owie. Ah, I made a mess. Are you okay? Wait, you're... Oh, Instructor Schwarzer. Thank you so much for helping pick everything up. Don't mention it. We haven't talked since we met on the train, have we? Oh, you're right. What are these... What are these freaking camera angles? Seriously.
My name's Tita Russell. I'm in Class 9, Military Finance. Nice to meet you again, Instructor Schwarzer.
I also don't understand, like, the partial voice acting. Can I skip this? Thank you. Thank you so much.
Yes, thanks. Yes. Thanks. Yes. Thanks.
Okay, is that it? Yes, okay. I had no idea what they wanted of me, so I just skipped through. Skip through. We gotta go. We gotta rush. Come on. I gotta be somewhere. I got 40 minutes. Well, at this point, I have a max of like 15 minutes. I gotta go somewhere. I got a photo shoot to do. I'm on a schedule. Come on. I want to fit this in. I want to get this over with. I've been putting it off for a few months because I knew it would be boring like this. Okay, so they had to be inside then. There's nowhere else on the grounds that they are, so maybe they're upstairs? So I've explored this floor. I don't think I've gone... No, I have gone up here once, I think? No, I haven't. I've not been up here. There are people in both of these buildings. Cafeteria. Okay, that's done. Let's go to the next building. We're speedrunning this. GDQ is happening right now. I can be in the next one if this works. God, this would be the last game I would want to run. Frankly, the best game I would run would be probably one of the Sonic Adventures. I can run through those in like an hour. Well, not exactly that, but I know the ins and outs. Go to the pool. There's someone in the pool. Okay, I guess that was that. Let's keep going. Door to the pool is locked. You're a teacher. You have executive availability to get in here. Do you not carry keys or something? Is there a map? Can I just like... I know there's a map in the corner, but... Okay, there is. The roof. Okay. Let me get back onto the roof then, I guess. Like, okay, I have to say, this music, although it's the best in the game that I've heard so far, it's a little mind-numbing after 36 minutes. A little bit, but at the same time, it's not annoying. It's just like, it's become nothing. It's like saying the same word over and over. It means nothing now. Yo, I also don't like this. Like, I'm getting right up next to them, and I can't do anything. I have to, like, really, like, walk right up to them to interact with any character. Altina, what are you doing here? I thought you went right back to the dorm after class. Why are you here alone? We will never find out. I'm sorry. Okay, time to leave school. School's done. This has been a very productive day of walking around talking to people for almost a half hour. I gave it my best to try and deal with the story, but my god, it just doesn't stop. It just doesn't stop. Do you know how many games that I have played through and recorded and beaten in under the time that I have done just talking to people at this school? I believe Sonic the Fighters. I know Corpse Killer. I think I had even a Spyro bit that was about as long as this. That wasn't beating the game, but that was still like an actual stream back a while ago. About a year ago, I think, at this point. And I'm not doing... I have a list.
Well, if it ain't Instructor Schwarzer.
It's been a month since I've recorded anything, almost. And I have a list of everything that I've, like, done since then to talk about as topics, and some research stuff as well that's fun, revolving around Uncharted Golden Abyss, which I was talking about last time in Ghost of Tsushima. I did beat the game, I'll just say that real quick, and I did an extensive amount of research and weird plotline connections between reality and the game, and I have, like, a whole, like, lecture about that. Which, all of that content of my babbling and crap, I'm just saving for Ghost of Tsushima and other stuff I might play in the future. I have no idea when any of that's going to be. I'm still trying to recover a little bit from being sick, but hopefully sooner than later. I'm just getting this out of the way real quick so it's off my mind. And that is like the third or fourth time I've repeatedly said that this time. I'm trying to drive that home. This is the last time I'm playing this game. Yes, it looks nice. Yes, it looks nice. Okay, it's been 40 minutes. It's been 40 minutes and there's been no gameplay so far, really. Well, there's been no combat. There's been... Shenmue 3 has more interaction and gameplay than this does in terms of, like, talking to people and doing things. Because that whole game is basically a point and click. Oh, I'll give them credit for this. They actually made the mirror reflect. I can tell you most games would probably just make it some opaque PNG or something. I'm impressed by that for some reason. It's funny, because, yeah, I think as I was saying, Shenmue 3 is more or less a point-and-click adventure game in how it's designed, at least. And this game... You kind of do that as well, but there's an emphasis on the fighting system and such, yet it's so sparsed out with long segments of this and then long segments of that combat. Because I remember the combat last time took forever, as well as this. And it's just, the pacing is so drawn out when it's not necessary. I get their world building and lore building and all that kind of crap, and trying to create some sort of attachment to the characters if doing this kind of storytelling actually does that for people, which apparently it does, I guess. It's why I never got into Fire Emblem. I don't know, this is just really boring. It's not like... It's not even like how slow this is, it's how strewn out it is. In an unnecessary way. Shenmue 3 does it as well, but it's very intentional and it doesn't waste your time doing it. This is wasting my time doing this crap. I don't dislike this game. I don't hate games that often. I hate games like Rodea the Sky Soldier, Sonic 06, and Duke Nukem Forever, because those are actually bad games. This is not a bad game. This is just a very boring game for me. And I've played plenty of... I love Chrono Cross on PlayStation 1. That's a pretty damn good game. And that's an extremely boring RPG. I'm probably just really not in the mood for a game like this. Okay, can I skip this? I'll go 3 more minutes. If not, I'll say that this was a really pointless thing to put up on my channel, but it was a follow-up anyway, so I'm trying to clear out my checklist. I'm trying to finish stuff. I didn't even get to finish... I bailed out of doing a second part of Mario Kart DS last year, which in that I said I'd do probably another one for 100cc and 150cc. And I didn't, just because I was like, it's just gonna be the same tracks again, just faster. It'd be really boring. That's the thing, I don't like playing boring games that often, or games that feel boring. This is honestly making me sleepy. It is, and I have somewhere to be. All right, is there something there's not going to be combat. I'm already giving up on that idea. I got 2 minutes. I'll just kind of wrap this up then with one topic that I would have saved for like Ghost of Tsushima or whatever. So I recently got Death Stranding. I intended to get it at some point, but here's the thing. I got Death Stranding for $5 on brand new at GameStop. And that is because they have some sort of like $20 PlayStation sale going on for some games like Days Gone, Dreams, and such. And Death Stranding's one of them. But then I also have a special discount, and I don't work for GameStop. Never have, never will. But I have a special discount that allowed me to get it for $5. And that special discount was my pro reward thing. That's a secret. Insider sales. Yeah, my stupid pro thing. So yeah, I literally bought... Can I actually pull up a picture of it? I saved a picture of the sales receipt. Not on the private info, of course, but just the fact that I did it. Give me one sec. I have time to kill now because the game's totally boring. This whole thing's been a shit show. Yep, here it is. So
Okay.
So this is what I bought games Death Stranding for. I got it for $5. For $5. So yeah, that is something I have now. I do own Death Stranding. It's on my shelf right now. I haven't opened it yet. I'll probably do that eventually. When I get around to trying it and such, maybe in a month or maybe a week even, actually. I'm kind of interested in how it is. And yeah, that's one of the that's one of the weird things that has happened to me in the past month, is acquiring Death Stranding for basically $1. Just crazy stuff. And aside from that, I am now overtime. So I apologize for not having any action. I was really expecting something to maybe, hopefully, possibly happen. But nothing did. It was just really boring lore building. And quite a shame, because I knew that this was going to happen the next time I played this game. Because I do remember, specifically in the first game, these long bouts of dialogue and then sparsed out gameplay over hours. So now is the time to end it, Rain. We will never see you again. We will never know the end of this story. But what we do know is that you're some sort of weird, godlike super soldier who has friends. Or something along those lines, I guess. Anyway, that's gonna do it from... Shut up, Rain. That's gonna do it from me. And I'll see you in the future. Have a good night.